Hello, boys and girls. I have soup. I also have running water. This is deodorant. The sound of it on my skin Well, we're going to make Let's talk about abuse. There's all kinds of abuse. There's abuse, financial abuse, domestic violence abuse, ethnic abuse, culture abuse, financial abuse, domestic abuse. There is abuse by people that's in authority. Like the police just make up laws as they go. They're not really laws or statutes, it's just their particular preference of how you are supposed to act. But there's no law in the book about it. There's boyfriend and girlfriend abuse, there's husband and wife abuse, there's kid and adult abuse, there is abuse at your job, there's abuse in the environment, there's abuse even with contrails. So there's a lot of things that could be triggering your ability not to go to sleep. It could be a lot of unsolved problems and anxiety and depression that goes along with not being able to go to sleep. This segment is a water segment, and we're going to just let the water soothe our mind, relax us, and know that it is not your fault. And it is okay to go get help. Your number one priority in the world is safety. You should never stay in an abusive relationship in any kind of way. Financial, you love him so much and you think he can change with your love. He needs help or she needs help. Drug abuse, parentage abuse, where a lot of parents are just leaving their children, and the children in itself do not know how to handle the very person that is responsible for the existence has abandoned them. Divorce, separation, one night stand, mother in the home only, daddy in the home only. All of these things can cause abuse. And you may not even know that you are abusing the child. The child is very fragile. It's almost like a fossil. What happens to them if they do not have the proper skills or guidance or techniques to get over the situation? It will be like a fossil. We can come back a million years and still see that problem or that issue. A lot of children are going to drugs. A lot of children are rebelling against their mothers due to the fact that they don't believe that the mother has the answer, or that the mother could be right, or the mother could be on drugs and not really have the child's interest at heart, or the mother may not have the necessary tools or finances to be able to procreate what is needed for the child's survival healthily. So, we may have some things that happened in our past that we have not let go of. We may have piled them into closet and locked the door. But in some given time, your closet is going to get too full and things are going to be able to show themselves in different ways. That's in violence, excessive buying, gambling, drinking, sex, um, you know, overworking sometimes, um, lack of creativity. There's a lot of things that could be in our closet that we don't even remember that's in our closet, but it may be hampering our very daily lives. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to calm down and we're going to look within ourselves, taking deep breaths in and finding what is the problem now. Some people believe because they're pretty, that no problem should happen. Their boyfriend should be faithful, which they have a learning lesson in life about that. Um, because you have a job, you can do excessive buying. You have a learning responsibility about that. There is no man that's going to come to this earth and not learn anything. It's either through the ear or through the chose. We chose to take their good and we chose to take their before we got here. So all parents are not perfect. Um, all nations and countries aren't perfect. I come from a society where all I hear is slavery, slavery, slavery. And them themselves have been in slavery for 1,200 years. So they came from a society of slavery. In fact, slave means Slavic, means, the non melanated people, and so because they never got over that slavery, they're here now enslaving us because this is some baggage that never been resolved. Um, there is a lot of children now not being able to deal with uh, their responsibilities. Um, but anyway, so what we're going to do today is water, candles, and you will hear a succession of nice roaring waters that should calm the soul and calm your thoughts and calm your feelings. And if you allow me to take you to a place where there is no anger, there is no anxiety, there is no panic, there is no money, you're free in nature. You can believe that every time you hear the water that you are on a beach, no problem. Childhood problems, you have forgiven everybody. Current problems, everybody. So what we're going to do is have some water, and you will hear a slushing of water. We have to learn how to forgive, forget, and move on. Moving on is a hard thing to do sometimes because your body, your life, your soul, and your mind and heart, and you have so many memories. Remember, you're trying to pull away. The body in itself remembers and it wants to be with that individual and enjoy that individual, and it wants to reminisce with that individual. And even though that individual may not want to be with you and he has moved on or she has moved on, excuse me, family. So it's hard, but all I can say is preoccupy yourself with doing something different. Give yourself some positive affirmations like, I'm a worthy person, and things very well for myself. I can do this or I can do that, or my life goal is to do this, or my life goal is to do that. I'm a beautiful person. I am a spiritual person. I am a healthy person. I'm a giving person. I'm a person that accepts my faults. I'm a person that self. I am a very good student. I am a very good mom. I'm a very good cook, driver. I'm a very good thinker. I'm a very good listener. By giving yourself positive affirmations often will clear a lot of anger and disparity for someone else to give you. You expensive stuff, but with positive acclamations to yourself. You should pat yourself on the back because you have did something positive for yourself. You're going to add more vegetables to your meal. You're going to drink more water. You're going to not look at all the faults when you look in the mirror, but notice that those things that you see can't be changed, but not too much cosmetic surgery, but maybe with just 5 pounds of weight loss, or 2 pounds of weight loss, or consuming more water, or doing a little bit more exercise. Always telling yourself that you are good at something. Find something that you're good at, and then reward yourself by telling yourself you're good at that. I'm good at this. I'm good at that. I'm good at time right now. Um, so um, there is a thing that is called cause and effect. You can actually do exercise with doing that 15-minute meditation. Imagine yourself and actually just moving your hands up and down or your legs up and down, saying or sit ups. And the good thing about it is that your mind is so strong that you'll actually see improvement because it's a metaphysical world. It's not really real. It's everything that you think is really bad is not as bad as you think. It's not as bad as you think. Um, as for situations, some situations need to be attended to immediately. And some situations need to for you to step back as far as you can and just allow that person to do whatever he's going to do because for a reason he wants to do it. As long as it's not hurting your immediate surrounding. So a lot of things that we see is not really what you see. It is being alluded that things like it depends on how much information you have. I can hate something a lot until I get all the information, and then I might become able to stand it or even love it. So all of these forth in our minds. We want to be perfect. We want the accolades. That's what we want. So some people buy cars and homes and huge homes to get the accolade from other people, and they're still not happy with themselves. Some people have millions of dollars, they're still not happy with themselves. So is tell yourself and the things that you're doing.
Speakers too loud.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm your speakers too loud.
So anyway, there is a lot of things that you could do to change the situation, but it has to come from your heart. Your brain is really your heart. You do things predicated on what you like, how you feel, and if your heart is open, you could um, change a lot of things in your life. African Americans or melanated people, we have a tumultuous amount of responsibility to ourselves to forgive the oppressor, to forgive our situation, to forgive, and to move on. We're not a people that need to make us happy because we've learned anyway. This is tutorial today, and I'll come back tomorrow. Like, share, subscribe. Tomorrow we will be doing deep ear cleaning, and we will be doing lotion, coconut ASMRs tomorrow. So, for all you guys, good night, and hit that like or subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Get a good night's sleep.